Part I. The Dreamer in the Dust. In the heart of the amber savanna, where the sun spilled gold over endless grasslands, lived a young elephant named Nuru. Nuru was not like the others. While the herd spent their days bathing in rivers and grazing lazily beneath the acacia trees, Nuru would stare up at the sky, watching the birds. He loved them, the lilac-breasted rollers flashing rainbow wings, the flamingos painting the air pink, the mighty eagles slicing the wind. How lucky they are, Nuru sighed, to be so free. His mother, Mama Tembo, smiled gently. You have your strength, my son. The sky has its wings, but the earth has its giants. Still, Nuru couldn't stop wondering. What if an elephant could fly? He whispered. The older elephants roared with laughter. Fly? With those ears? Chuckled Uncle Bobo. You'd fall faster than a mango. The laughter stung. But Nuru smiled anyway. Maybe I'll be the first, he said quietly. Part 2. The Sky's Whisper. One day, as the herd traveled near the whispering cliffs, dark clouds gathered, thunder cracked like angry drums, and lightning split the horizon. The elephants trumpeted nervously, but Nuru stood still, gazing upward. Through the curtain of rain, he saw something shining a single feather, floating down like a falling star. It landed at his feet. When he touched it, the feather shimmered with silver light. Then a voice whispered, soft as wind, every creature who dreams of flight must first learn to lift their heart. Nuru's eyes widened. Who are you? The wind swirled, and the clouds parted just enough for him to glimpse a figure, a great white crane, wings stretching across the sky. I am Zara, keeper of the winds, the crane said. If your spirit is lighter than your doubts, you may yet fly. But how? Asked Nuru, trembling. Zara smiled. When the sun and storm meet as one, come to the tallest cliff. Then you will know. And just as quickly, she vanished, leaving only the silver feather glowing in Nuru's trunk. Part 3. Laughter and Resolve. When Nuru returned to the herd, he couldn't contain his excitement. I met the keeper of the winds, he cried. She said I can fly. The herd erupted in laughter. Oh, Nuru, sighed Mama Tembo, shaking her head. Dreams are beautiful, but some belong to the sky alone. Uncle Bobo wheezed. Next you'll tell us hippos can dance ballet. Even the calves giggled. For a moment, Nuru felt foolish. Maybe they were right. Maybe elephants weren't meant to dream so big. But that night, as the stars bloomed over the savannah, he held up the silver feather. It still glowed softly, and deep inside, his heart whispered, don't give up. Part 4. The Journey to the Cliff. Seasons passed. Nuru grew strong, his tusks long and ivory white, his legs sturdy as trees. Yet the dream never faded. Whenever the wind blew, he practiced flapping his ears wider, running faster, leaping higher. The other animals mocked him. Trying to catch clouds, trunk face? Laughed a zebra. You'll break the earth before you leave it, jeered a hyena. But Nuru ignored them. The more they laughed, the harder he trained. One day, after a great drought, a storm finally began to form. The sky darkened, and lightning flickered once again above the whispering cliffs. Nuru knew this was the day Zara had spoken of. He turned to his herd. I'm going, he said, to the cliffs. Mama Tembo's eyes were full of worry. My son, even if you fail, then I will fail trying, said Nuru softly. But I will not spend my life with my feet in the mud when my heart belongs to the sky. Part 5. The Leap of Faith. The wind roared as Nuru climbed the rocky path. Rain lashed against his back, and thunder cracked overhead. The world felt alive, wild, powerful, dangerous. At the edge of the cliff, Zara appeared once more, her feathers shining through the storm. You came, she said. I never stopped dreaming, Nuru panted. The crane nodded, Then now, trust the wind. The sky will not catch a heart heavy with fear. Nuru looked down the valley, stretched endlessly below. His legs trembled. He could hear the herd far away, trumpeting in worry. He closed his eyes. The rain struck his face like tears. The wind wrapped around him like a whisper. And then, he ran. 1 step, 2, 3. He flapped his ears with all his might, the storm howling around him, and leapt. For 1 breathtaking second, Nuru was weightless. The air rushed under him, the wind lifting his massive body. The world seemed to pause. He was flying. Not far, not high, but enough. Enough to feel the sky hold him just for a heartbeat. Then the wind softened, and he began to fall gently, slowly, landing in the mud below with a splash. He wasn't hurt. He was laughing. He had flown. Part 6. The sky remembers. When Nuru returned, the herd was silent. They had seen everything from afar, the lightning, the leap, the brief, impossible moment. "You really did it," whispered Mama Tembo, tears shining in her eyes. Nuru smiled. "Only because I believed I could." From that day on, no one laughed at dreams again. The young calves began to chase the wind with their ears spread wide, pretending to fly. The zebras raced the clouds, and even the hyenas tried jumping off small hills, laughing all the while. And whenever storms gathered over the whispering cliffs, the animals would see a strange sight, the shape of a giant elephant outlined in the clouds, wings of silver light spreading across the sky. Some said it was lightning. Others said it was the storm crane's blessing. But Mama Tembo knew. It was the sky, remembering the elephant who dared to dream. Moral: dreams are not about what others believe is possible. They're about what your heart refuses to give up on. Even the heaviest soul can learn to fly when lifted by faith, courage,